What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls? This is Miguel at Retro Basement, and I want to talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 127. It starts off with our heroes Goku, Vegeta, and android number 17 on the ropes. But luckily there's a glimmer of hope in number 17 in Frieza's moment of chaotic madness. It basically goes, number 17 starts off using that energy generator of his to basically save our heroes. Because let's face it, Jiren was about to fucking kill everybody. Excuse my language, but he was about to kill everybody. And that whole let off of immense energy, that blast, that probably would have, as weak as Goku and Vegeta were in that state, it probably would have brought them close to death, if not to death's door. And going back a little bit, Frieza came out of nowhere. All these anime reviewers are like, oh, Frieza's just hiding out. He's just waiting for the opportunity to show once Goku goes into Ultra Instinct. The writers pretty much got the other anime reviewers on that. They were wrong, and I'm not trying to bash anybody, because when we come into theories, there's a high probability that we're going to be wrong about stuff. That's the reason why they're theories. That's the reasons why they are guesses, and sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong as people that like to critique anime. And I've been there myself. I thought Android 17 would have been dropped out as a candidate, but no, number 17 went out like a G. And if people don't know what that slang term means, he went out like a gangster. He self-destructed himself to save Vegeta and Goku. But one thing in the narratives that keeps, or that's an ongoing missing element within the conversation, is Frieza. Frieza's still out there. He didn't get knocked out with that blast. He's still out there somewhere. He got knocked into a damn rock. He got his body embedded within a rock. His body impression is within that rock. Frieza was mad as hell. He was like, F these rules. I am going to fucking kill you, Jiren. And we all know how that went. He got knocked into a rock. His golden form didn't even help him. Frieza, come on, man. You gotta do better than that. You're normally the cool-tempered, sarcastic, always thinking about how to stab somebody in the back. What should I call Frieza now? The anti-hero? Because he wanted to kill Jiren, but since Frieza's helping out, I don't know where does Frieza stand now? It's funny. I like Frieza, though. I really do. Without Frieza, I think the show wouldn't be where it is right now without Frieza. Because Frieza brings that kind of mysterious, I'm going to get you all in the end, aura to the show. So, kudos to the writers and our cure for that. But, man, Android 17, R.I.P., man. Seriously. R.I.P. But going into Jiren's story, that was the lamest fucking story I've ever heard, and I'm sorry for cursing, but like I said, I try to keep my channel family friendly, but that was just lame. What is he, the Peter Parker of the freaking Dragon Ball universe now? They turned him into Peter Parker. I was expecting Jiren to have a much more complex story than what was told. It was, oh, woe is me. I gained this power because my parents were killed, and my mentor were killed, and all my followers in the first attempt to kill a villain were killed. Oh no. And I swore it would never happen again. And you know, I decided to become the strongest of all time because everybody around me died and I wanted respect. With great power comes great respect. And all the weaklings bow before you. So, Jiren, aren't you kind of becoming a villain yourself by always talking about how weak somebody else is? You're basically trying to break everyone down while building yourself up. You respected Vegeta for a little bit, then you turned bipolar on us and like, oh, you all are weak. You're weak. which couldn't be further from the truth, Jiren. You just have an obsession. You're OCD, man. Obsessive compulsive order in regards to gaining strength. And with all that strength, what have you been able to do with it? Nothing. I mean, you've been able to protect your universe, but it hasn't brought your parents back. It hasn't brought your lost comrades back. It hasn't brought your mentor back. But I'm assuming that's what you want to do with the Super Dragon Balls. You want to wish them back, right? But what did he mean by, even, in so many words, if I can get my wish, it really wouldn't change much in my interpretation of this? What is that supposed to mean? If you're able to wish your parents back and basically everybody else that you loved back, then how does that not change the dynamic of things? I'm looking at Jiren now as a greedy son of a bitch. Because, dude, you have all this power and the possibility of wishing everyone back that you ever loved. And you're still just... What's the point? You're still talking down to everybody. And what happened to the villain? Maybe I missed the memo, but did he kill the villain with all that power that he obtained? Or did the villain elude him? I would love to hear a bit more about Jiren's whiny backstory at some point. If Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Super as we know it now, or if the name has changed, if it gets an opportunity to come back at some point. If it's truly just gone like Bleach, or if they're taking a break and they're going to bring back Dragon Ball in another form, but still remaining canon to Super. It's kind of hard to keep coming up with stuff when your heroes get this strong. It's not One Punch Man, so it's hard to keep coming up with arcs when people are on god levels, unless things come out of the other universes that, once they wish the universes back, that are on levels that are beyond them and beyond the gods, and the gods are threatening and other things like that, or if, whatever, Zero-Sama's threatened, or, it's interesting. Goku Black was probably one of the most intimidating, because that's another thing they barely escaped. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. This is supposed to be a rant in regards to episode 127. Android 17 went out like a G, as I said earlier. Frieza went into a crazy rage and got his ass kicked. Goku and Vegeta are down for the count and barely have any strength to turn Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta in episode 128 is in his base form, trying to fight Jiren. So that's how bad things have gotten. Vegeta's in his damn base form, and he's doing okay in his base form. Not good, but okay. He's still about to, get his ass whipped. Jiren's about to serve him up on a platter. The title of the next episode is basically Vegeta Falls. And that can be interpreted in multiple different ways. Does Vegeta fall like he's knocked the fuck out somewhere like Frieza? Or does he truly get knocked out of the ring? That's what I'm wondering. It's possible, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I noticed with the Dragon Ball writers, the title is sometimes meant to throw us off. And it doesn't mean that the protagonists are always going to get knocked off. It's most likely because animation or animating is kind of difficult when you're animating so many characters at once, and it's expensive, and the studios behind Dragon Ball Super are cheap as hell. So yeah, it might be down to Jiren and Goku at the end, and Goku in his Ultra Instinct form, or maybe like Vegeta, he can go beyond. I was hoping to see a little bit of action from them, especially Goku, once Android 17 basically sacrificed itself, some type of Saiyan rage. Little throwback to Trunks there, future Trunks, but there was nothing. I guess the writers didn't want to grow the power too fast. It would have been nice to see something, though, Goku just coming out. But it would have been lame, also, to see Goku with the same power as Vegeta. Super Saiyan Blue Beyond, or whatever the hell they want to call that. But yeah, it's heating up, and our heroes are getting knocked off one by one until only one and standing. Then the last one is going to get knocked out. There's a chance that the writers could end the show with our heroes from Universe 7 losing, or there's a chance that they couldn't. I would be real surprised if they decide to go that route. And if they do, then that's pretty much the end of Dragon Ball completely. Unless they decide to say, hey, Super is not canon either, or something like that, you know? So, but, yeah, man. I was hoping Frieza had something that he had hidden in regards to, but he still was tired, so it's bad all around, but it's been bad, like I said in my last rant, or whatever you want to call it. Things are bad, but Vegeta standing up like a G, while Goku, our hero, is laying down like he's on a vacation in Hawaii somewhere. Have we been, has the show been reduced to a bunch of whiny crybabies with no power in regards to the protagonist? Has Goku and Vegeta, well Goku specifically, because he's always winning in every damn show. I wish Vegeta could take the reins or something like that and actually win and prevail. Show Goku up for once, man. Damn. It gets a little lame when the writers are always writing like, okay, Goku's going to win, Goku's going to win, Goku's going to win. Except Gohan that one time when they were probably trying to pass, you know, the baton to Gohan during that time. But as time went on, Goku came back with Majin Buu. He wanted his son to beat him. His son got cocky. Things didn't go well. Yada, yada, yada. We all know how that arc ended. But I'm excited for the next episode because it's winding down in regards to this arc. I want to find out what's going to happen. No matter what's going to happen, we still have a Dragon Ball movie in the works. And, well, I'll talk about that in another video concerning what I think the Dragon Ball movie might mean for us in our little Dragon Ball series here. I'll talk about it. And you can tell me in the comment section if you think I'm crazy. But I'd love to hear your opinions. On a final note, I've talked long enough. This has been fun. I'm loving the show. Even though Jiren's backstory was lame as hell, I am sorry. I don't care what anybody say that was lame. It's a typical story. I was hoping they reach for something else in regards to Jiren's amazing powers. But no. His story was reduced to a Peter Parker Dragon Ball story. Dragon Ball Super story, to be specific. And we got 3 heroes left. I'm going to miss Android 17's tenacity and his endurance and his willingness to go beyond himself. He went out like a general. So, my thumbnail's dedicated to Android number 17 and Jiren. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button and let you know when I come out with new videos. Thank you for listening. All of you ladies and gents are awesome. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to hit that subscribe button if you do nothing else. Take care. Bye-bye.